Disclaimer, copyrights enforced. The following is based on true events, facts, fiction, second-party observations, nonsense, hearsay, bullshit. You be the judge. One thing we guarantee is 100% pure entertainment. All names, places, persons, and things, etc. have been changed for privacy issues. This show is R-rated, may contain obscene language, nudity, not for persons under 18. Please listen responsibly. I'm ready, bros. I'm ready. Welcome, listeners. Blowhard Talk Hard here with Julian and his co-host.
Reimer in the house.
Reimer's in the house. Hi, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing this week?
Not bad, not bad.
It's good. It's good.
Another day, another dollar.
Another
Actually,
dollar,
there's
another
no dollar.
day.
There's no dollar.
No. It was Bitcoin or TAP. What are people
I got
doing?
Bitcoin.
Fuck, I haven't seen cash in a long time.
How do you do Bitcoin? You know what, man? People tell me they have a 0.0000065.
Of Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But
Bitcoin.
it's worth 10 grand.
Forget that. It's worth like something like 40 grand right now.
No, but if you have 0.00005.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, but now they have Bitcoin machines. You can buy it on the stock exchange.
Yeah.
And you could, again, I don't know nothing about it. I feel like a fool.
I heard this story recently about a pizza place in the U.S. I think it was like a Domino's or a Papa John's or something
Escort
like this.
agencies take Bitcoin.
No, check this out. This guy was the first place in America where a pizza was purchased for 40 Bitcoins. Yeah, 40 Bitcoins. This is going back like 10, 15 years. That 40 Bitcoins was at that time...
Full Bitcoin?
Yeah, full Bitcoins. That was worth $40 or something like that.
They were nothing.
Or it was like $40.
So if that guy held those...
It's worth $400 million today if he held them. True story.
A Bitcoin is, what's one Bitcoin worth? Like 40 grand?
50 Canadian.
50 Canadian. So if he
Yeah.
has 4 of them, he has 200 grand.
There's 4 of them, he's 200. He's got a couple million, not 400. He's
Anyways.
got $2 million.
Well,
If
yeah,
you
I'm
have
just
no
telling you how I heard
microphone,
the
Pat,
story.
you just sound like gibberish. So Pat was just saying that he was correcting Reimer's math.
Yeah, I'm just citing the story. I think I heard it on the CBC.
But
or
anyways, the
something like
bottom line is if he held those, that's crazy, yeah. Because first of all, back then I remember when you used to put an ad up,
Yeah.
like for an agency or something like that, they wouldn't accept your credit cards anymore. They only
not?
wanted Bitcoin. So I remember using my Capital. I had a Capital One just for that only, and I bought $50, and I got like 0.0 whatever, how many zeros for $50.
Yeah.
But I think it was the equivalent, the ad was $10. So I think back then it was a very low compared to today's ridiculous number.
Mm-hmm.
Because $50 today wouldn't even give you, I can't even break it down. How many zeros? 20? Whatever, infinity.
I have a buddy who one day comes home, right? He's visiting, he's staying on my couch. He goes, "Hey, have you heard about this place called Silk Road?" And I go, "No." And he goes, "We just got to download this app, to get into another browser." And he goes, "You can buy all sorts of crazy shit, man. We could buy some weeds and mushrooms. Apparently you can buy guns and stuff on there." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And so we start exploring this. And he says, "Oh, in order to buy anything, we have to get a hold of some Bitcoin." And I think it was like $25 for a Bitcoin, right? US.
It's a long time ago, man.
This is like within the last 10 years. And I'm like, oh, shit.
It's gone up so much.
But check this out. I thought he bought some Bitcoin, right? Because he got some weed like later that week. And he said, oh, I had it delivered, right? And I thought maybe he used the Silk Road. So this computer
The dealer took Bitcoin for change, for a transaction?
Well, that's the part of the story I thought, right? And so it was like, and then years later I heard about Bitcoin went up, the ridiculous amounts. So I tried digging out this old computer and I searched through it and had somebody else search through it to see if he had a Bitcoin wallet.
It was pretty complicated.
Yeah, but it turns out he never actually bought the Bitcoin. He just knew a guy who delivered. And I was like, fuck, we could have been rich.
Well, the bottom line is before it was like really hard to understand, but supposedly now it's pretty straightforward as getting.
It's on the stock market. You can buy
now
some Bitcoin.
Yeah, no. But again, now it's 40,000 for one fucking Bitcoin. So who the hell's got that?
I know. And I wonder, though, if everybody's putting all this money into Bitcoin.
And if it crashes one day, because it could easily be just eliminated. I remember one time I bought a fucking...
Inflation's coming up, man.
We had my buddies who Mr. fucking stock experts back not 2008 crash, the crash before. But in 2000, anyways, it was early 2000. Yeah. These guys had $1 million portfolio. Mm-hmm. And they invested like 60 grand. They ended up fucking losing everything in a week, plus the fucking margin they borrowed. And I used to say, whatever. And I was like, okay. I bought personally a 5,000 American today. Mm-hmm. The next morning, it was off the fucking shelf. Gone. It was from the New York, the NASDAQ.
Oh, right.
It got eliminated like that. 5,000 American today, tomorrow morning, the company is gone. Like, are you kidding me?
The stock market, it will giveth and taketh away. A buddy of mine was there at the dot-com boom, and him and his whole crew were worth millions.
That was when we were doing it.
He was a millionaire, and then all of a sudden, within a month, he went from being a millionaire to a guy who had to borrow money.
That's what we're talking about.
His entire wealth was locked up in his stocks of his company.
That's what we're talking about, that time there. I had a buddy of mine, you know what, this guy knows the boss is president, the son of the president, this stock is going all the way. Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what? He fucking lost everything. He borrowed money from the Russians. They fucking were going to destroy him. Anyways, nothing ever happened. No fucking stocks came through. Anyways,
there's the old adage when the elevator operator gives you, or the doorman gives you a tip on a stock.
Yeah, I know the president. Yeah. The president is my friend. We golf.
Okay.
Fuck off. I heard that so many fucking times to make me sick. When I lost that 5,000, I was like,
you should have heard that advice then.
I was like, just looking in the air, going, where did the company go? Did it just close? The next day, the day I'm told to buy it.
Yeah.
I would never invest $5,000 American just out of the blue. I'm told this is a guarantee, and the next day it's off the fucking board.
Yeah.
What happened? A fire? A fucking something like burned up, blew up?
The market is fickle.
Fickled.
And where does that money? That money doesn't really exist. Fucking how does
Does it exist? 5,000 came out of my pocket. What the
came
fuck?
out of your pocket, but then all of a sudden now that company's worth $1 billion. Where's his money?
Well, maybe the company took the money and then they shut down like a scam.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about some fun stuff. Forget about.
Let's talk some fun stuff.
You know,
some adventures.
Remember I mentioned like I always like the Latin girls. Remember last week or 2 weeks ago
Yeah,
we were talking about the.
You like Latins.
So I've been to like Venezuela, Colombia, blah blah blah. Right.
Beautiful continent.
Very. Ooh, fuck. I remember going to Venezuela like 5 times, but one time we went on it was a national holiday on a Sunday. We went to that beach.
Which beach?
In Venezuela, just a beach.
There's the beach of Venezuela.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's essentially a large beach, isn't it?
It
Just
was
the whole
maybe
ocean
maybe Margarita Island. Anyways, the whole beach was packed. Everybody was wearing a thong, from 60-year-old ladies.
Okay.
But it was just nuts. Your head was like fucking zapping back and forth.
It was only ladies wearing thongs, I hope.
Well, those guys wear those fucking Speedo kind of bathing suits, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Those mankinis.
One time the beach was so packed. So we're sitting there like just jammed. There was this beautiful Venezuelan in a leopard bikini and this fucking guy who had the meanest face. He looked like the fucking cartel boss. Mm-hmm. So I'm watching. She has a fucking glass, like a see-through glass, and I thought it was beer. So she grabs it, and so does he, and they just drink it. They pounded it.
Okay.
I go, big deal. It's a fucking hot 40 degrees. He pounds the fucking beer. Next thing you know, refill time. He pulls up a bottle of scotch, fills it again, the whole glass to the rim.
Ooh.
I'm talking 10 shots.
Wow.
And these people are in 40-degree heat. And then you see Mrs. Margarita fucking Venezuela in a bikini leopard thong, just grabbing it and doing like 2 swigs. Boof. And then waits a little bit. Boof. And I'm like, I thought it was beer. It was fucking hardcore scotch. And she pounded 2 glasses of a small regular Tim Hortons cup. And I'm like, I was in shock.
If you can spend the day at the beach, but in the sun, fuck.
Hey, buddy, if I poured you 2 shots of 2 Tim Hortons glasses of scotch.
Yeah, I'm done. But
done.
I don't have.
Could you drink one?
I don't have a 20-year-old liver though anymore either.
She wasn't. First of all, she didn't fucking. They didn't sip it. They pounded it like it was a beer. I was like in awe. But anyways,
could you do that? Could you do that now?
I could drink 3 shots straight.
Like boom, knock them back.
Like in one glass, 3 shots.
Okay.
Without like loot, but she had like 10.
Damn.
It was ridiculous.
Like I like having a tumbler of scotch, like with like
but you sip it. That's different. No, this was a fucking. She pounded it. Oof. Anyways, when we went to Venezuela one other time, like again, it was our favorite spot. The fucking stupid thing is, we get off the plane, me and my 4 buddies or 3 buddies. They were told to go to what's that thing you go before you get there?
Customs.
No. Once you get to the hotel, they tell you to go to the
concierge
meeting. No, do you have to have a meeting before? So they give you some guidance, like an intro.
Oh, is this what you do when you go to Venezuela?
This place here, they wanted you to have a little intro, sit down, and like all the guests had to go there first, and they were told what to be careful of, what to not do, whatever.
It's an orientation.
Orientation. Thank you,
Okay.
Pat. Anyways, me and my two buddies were too cool.
Like a health and safety orientation. Like, what do they teach you?
Okay, don't fuck around. Not a
Okay,
help.
I don't
They
know.
told you to photocopy your passport.
Okay.
They told you a few other things. Be careful. Don't go to this area. Don't do that. But me and my two buddies were too cool.
Right. Now, where is this in Venezuela, by the way?
I think it was either the first place, not beside Caracas. It was
Caracas?
Caribe.
Okay.
And then we went to the second week, but I think it was Caribe. The
And
first.
these are on the beach, like oceanfront.
Oh yeah. No, of course. What are you? Venezuela's all beautiful. So we say we're too cool. We're not going. So we go right to a bar. Basically, I guess it's like not a whore bar, but the girls are all like, you're white. They think you're rich, whatever. As soon as we get in there, we beautiful, dark, gloomy. 3 PM.
Beautiful, dark, and gloomy. I love it.
Yeah, because it has that mood, and you picture these Latin girls all over you. Right away, 3 of them come, they sit on our laps. Right away, order 2 bottles of brandy. Right?
Yeah.
Now the
As you
bros
do.
are-
As you do.
As I do. That's what
Come
we
on.
do.
This
What a
is-
man does is what a man does. And that's
Exactly.
me. So now they're sitting on your lap, touching you, whispering sweet shit in your ear. You're like
Right.
laughing, because I was pretty fluent in Spanish, because I went so often.
You're fluent. You were fluent in Spanish.
Spend 2 weeks every time, you know what? You start learning the words.
I had no idea.
Poquito, this, that, problem. You start understanding a little bit. I didn't say I could fucking write a book, but I was understanding. If they say you got a good dick, you got a good dick.
Okay.
Anyways,
That's all you needed to know in Spanish. What did you say? I got a good dick. Okay.
but here we go. So remember, we didn't photocopy our passports because we were too cool to go to the orientation.
Okay.
So now we have the brandy. The 3 girls are sitting on our laps. We're fucking rolling here. This is great.
Right. It's 2
All
in the
of it.
afternoon or something
2
like
in the
that.
afternoon, gloomy, beautiful. All of a sudden, the door gets kicked in by the military, police, and cops.
Why?
They're doing raids, looking for criminals.
So like 2 in the afternoon, they're doing the raid tour, and you happen to go in the only bar.
No, they went, no. Wait a minute, buddy. You're getting too excited. Wait
Okay.
a minute. They went to many bars. We got put in a paddy wagon. But before that, they come in, they start going around, passport, then they come up to us, passport. I go, what? Passport! And I'm like, oh my God, in Spanish, right? And they have machine guns to your face. They have machine gun to my face. And I'm like, no. But these guys are like, okay, we scored. These guys are white. They can be drug dealers. They can be from fucking, let's grab them.
Yes. That's
Come on, let's go.
embezzle them for some money. Yeah.
No, this is not Mexico shit. This is real fucking shit.
Okay.
So we throw us in a paddy wagon, handcuffed and everything. In front of us, there's 2 cops on motorcycles, and back there's 2
Wait,
motorcycle.
how many people are in this bar with you guys?
Not many.
You 4 roll in, and
Not many, maybe 6 people.
and did they
But
just take the guys, or were they the women as well?
just the guys.
And are people expected to have their passports?
The tourists did. We did.
tourists,
The
okay.
locals didn't. But if the locals were like wanted,
Yeah.
they were thrown in the paddy wagon. We were in the paddy wagon. Okay, then they went to 20 bars before we went into the station. So they picked up at least 20, 30 people.
Right.
Hardcore Venezuelans.
Oh, so you guys are like the only Canadians
We are the only white fucking
Yeah, right.
vanilla. We're just sitting there like, okay.
sticking out like sore thumbs.
All right, man. You know what? This is all right. What are they gonna do? You know what I mean? So they eventually fucking bring us to the jail cell. There's 3 jail cells in the prison, the cop station. One, there's 2 strippers from Canada, like Canada or something. One was an empty cell, blooded, like there was this like off, and in one there was all these Venezuelans, and then there was us with another 10 Venezuelans, all handcuffed, everything. And me and my buddies are like, okay, this is getting okay. You think we're still laughing,
Right.
We're thinking, what's
You've had a few drinks. This is not.
We didn't even have a drink yet.
Oh,
they
no.
came and they bust the door down as soon as we came in. But now I'm thinking, we're still in that good spirits off the plane, thinking,
Yeah.
this is gonna roll over. What
Yeah,
are
it's
they
part
gonna
of
do?
the vacation package.
What
You
are they
know,
gonna
people
do?
might pay extra for this.
Yeah. What are they gonna do to us? We didn't do nothing wrong.
No.
They're gonna let us go.
So?
Little did we know. No. Next thing you know, we're sitting in the fucking jail. The cop comes to the door. My buddy goes, this is fucking crazy, man. Why are we here? He goes, what? You call me crazy? I come in, then he was gonna open the door with the billy club. I go, no.
Did they understand English?
See, that's the thing. It got a little bit like, the way he said it, he thought he called him crazy. But in the meantime, my buddy goes, this is crazy, man. We don't belong here.
Right.
But the cop, he was ready to open the gate and get the club and beat the crap out of us.
Shit.
Beside us, there's these Venezuelans. They're all handcuffed. They're feeding each other. The one guy grabs the tap
Yeah.
and puts water in his hand, feeds the other guy water. I'm talking, this is no joke now.
No. But they also, I'm also recognizing a nice sense of community here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We were all like, now we're starting to shit our pants 10 hours later.
Shit, how long were you in there for?
Wait a minute. Now
I'm jumping all
a
over
day
the
goes
story.
by.
I'm worried that you're in jail.
It's good that you're jumping because it's a very a day goes by. So now beside us is there's two girls, blondes. So me and her start talking. She's from Toronto. She's a stripper.
Okay.
She goes, we were working here, blah blah blah, and we ended up getting arrested for whatever. I go, okay. 2 days go by.
2 days in a Venezuelan jail.
We're still there. Like, okay, where's the hotel, man? Somebody's got to come and get us, man. Like,
Yeah.
Our passports are in our fucking locker. We have no proof. We're trying to beg with these cops.
Right. The hotel doesn't know you're there. You didn't go to the orientation.
We checked in though,
Okay.
so they know we're there, but they haven't like gotten any word that we're missing.
Okay.
Like nobody told them, hey, where are those 3 guys? So day 3 now.
3 days.
Finally, the hotel figures out that we're missing, goes to the fucking thing, opens up our safety box, brings our passports, and they release us. But in the meantime, 3 days of fucking hell. These guys were going.
Did you get a chance to make the phone call?
To who?
I don't know. The hotel.
I don't even know what fucking numbers to call. We didn't know nothing back then. We were dumb. They didn't even give us a phone call. You think it's Canada?
They skipped
Well,
the orientation.
Just skip the
There
orientation.
was no phone call, man. This is not Canada. Like, what are you watching? Too much
Right.
fucking TV?
Yeah.
There was no orientation. There was no phone calls. But, so we get released. But me and the blonde girl were talking a lot throughout the day. How are you, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Did they feed you? Like, what was the food like?
We didn't, don't recall even eating, man.
Damn.
Honestly, it was just water. And they might have given some rice, but I don't think we ate because we were just like, now we were getting scared.
Right.
It's 3 days. It's like, this is fucked up,
In a
man.
Venezuelan prison.
Yeah, like
It sounds
after
like
the
the beginning
first
of a
day-
bad movie.
The first day we were laughing, thinking, okay, they're gonna let us out. The second day, you know what? Okay, this is getting
And
serious.
you were handcuffed the whole time.
The first 2 days, yeah,
Shit.
yeah, we had to feed each other water. It was like it was pretty bad. Day 3, we're like, this is fucked up. Like, anyways, so by the afternoon, middle of the afternoon, the security come, the hotel guys come, they tell us, and they release us. So me and my buddies look at each other. You know what? Let's not just ruin our holiday. Let's go back to the bar, straight
To the same bar you
where
started.
we got arrested.
Okay.
But we had our passports now.
Yeah.
But we didn't go back to the hotel or nothing.
gonna make that mistake
We went
twice.
back to the bar and they go, let's not let this ruin us and let's go get bombed. And that's what we did. We ended up getting annihilated. And you know what? Let's take a little break. When we come back, I'm going to finish off this crazy story. Cool?
Cool.
Listeners, we'll be right back.
Hey, listeners, with 2020 behind us, thank God. We got 2021 coming up. It's going to be an incredible year for Blow Hard, Talk Hard. Our numbers have been through the roof. That's right. And you guys have been a part of our journey. We want you to continue to share and like, subscribe, and download Blow Hard, Talk Hard. We're going to be blowing out the new year like it's New Year's every day. Join us.
Welcome back, listeners. Reimer, how's my story so far?
Man, you got me on edge here. What happens next? I'm just like, I'm chomping at the bit here.
Okay, so basically I left, we're out now, and we
Yeah.
went back to the bar just so we could say we didn't lose, let's not let this burn our, get
You're
mad.
gonna pick it up where the vacation
Yeah,
should have
so
started.
we went back, had a few drinks, and then we left.
Did the bar treat you? Did they say, hey, sorry guys?
No, the bar had nothing to do with it. They didn't give a fuck whether they care about us.
Okay.
But we just had a couple of drinks, and we went back home and showered into the hotel, got just relaxed.
Did you get an orientation at the hotel at this point?
At this point, we didn't care. We knew the rules. We photocopied, whatever. But moving on. So now a couple of days, just regular vacation, beach. People were like, hey, where the hell have you guys been? You guys just get here? We go, we've been here since Monday, since you guys arrived.
This is like a resort?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a Hilton or something like that. She goes, people were like, when did you guys get here? I go, Monday. She goes, where you been? I go, you don't want to know. Because everybody at the resort, they would
You get to
see
know
each
everybody.
other.
Yeah.
And they go, these 3 guys here, we stand out a little bit. They're like, where the fuck were you guys? Did you guys just arrive?
Yeah,
No.
everybody's got a suntan. You just showing up.
We're like, you don't want to know what the fuck happened to us.
Yeah.
But anyways.
In a Venezuelan prison learning Spanish.
So here we go now. We'll just skip the 4 or 5 days we were there. And then Sunday's that national holiday I told you of that particular time we were there.
Right. This is like they're...
I don't know, but Canada Day here.
Yeah, they're national.
Everybody's off. Sunday, the beach is packed, thong galore everywhere. So we're all there, or at the beach, just relaxing, looking abroad, talking, drinking. All of a sudden, the cops that were driving the paddy wagon, the cop,
Oh, yeah?
spotted me.
Oh, fuck.
And he waved me over. And I go, okay. So I walked over. He
Is this guy who was ready to beat your ass?
No, that was one of the cops in the jail.
Oh,
This
okay.
is the paddy wagon guy.
Okay.
And he was with his wife and his kids. He goes, listen, he spoke pretty decent English. He goes, listen, I'm sorry. It was not my decision. I know you guys didn't do nothing. He goes, please, I apologize. Sit down. He gave us cheese. Offered us drinks. And, I was like, hey, man, don't worry about it, man. It's like, obviously, I get it. You were just the fuck doing your job. You had to do it. You were driving. The other guys were the psychos with the machine guns in my face and in our faces, whatever. So what a very nice, they're all nice people. If we would have had our passports photocopied, we would have stayed there, banged the broads, whatever.
But instead,
we were too cool, too smart for our own good as usual. And we got we got a nice shaft for 3 days. Anyways, holiday's done. Okay, go on. What were you going to say?
well, I was going to ask you about this police officer. So he was in hospital. He gives you some food, drink.
He felt guilty.
Yeah.
Because he knew we didn't do anything. We were nobodies. They must have thought maybe white guys, maybe there's something special because they had no ID.
Right, like maybe drug dealers.
Who knows?
I don't know. That's what I always think when people go to South America. It's like, oh, yeah, drug dealer.
Well, you have no ID. They're figuring something's up. Let's fuck them.
For sure.
But-
did they try to hustle you for money or anything
No,
like that?
I told you. That's more like this guy's
don't do that.
Venezuela. They're a country of power and fucking dictatorship. And
Was this during Chavez? Like,
no.
When was this?
No, this was like
How old were you back then?
I was 24, 25.
Okay.
So mid 90s, late 90s.
Yeah.
But it was the time that when Venezuela still was good to go to, Colombia, it was still safe. But they're just they're a big country, man. They're known for independence. I remember this one guy, we were at a bar, and there's a little Venezuelan kid, but there was Americans.
Yeah.
Big bull fucking football player style guy. And the guy, they're acting like goofs. Like, and the little guy, because, every time you see a bartender there, you give him a tip, they call you first. Hey, Pedro, whatever, come here.
Yeah.
So this guy here goes to me, these fucking big Americans think they're tough because we take them to the back, cha, with the knife, we'll cut them up like pieces. He goes, these guys don't understand. It's our country, not their country. They come here, they fuck our girls. We understand that because that's how they make money, whatever. The drinks, it's tourism. But do not disrespect us and spit on the floor or something
very
like
much.
that.
Yeah.
He goes, we'll take them to the back. 'Cause this guy was 4 feet tall, skinny, 100 pounds. He goes, we'll take him to the back, and he had like this knife. He made the knife gestures, ta 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 ta, and I'm like, holy. But again, he liked me because I'm a people person. Listeners, Julian is a people person.
Yeah. Despite what he might sound like, he is very personable.
I am. And
Yeah.
that guy told me straight up because these guys are like fucking Mongolians acting like ridiculous, like. The guy goes, who the fuck? Just because you're big, you think it's our country? He goes.
Yes, and Americans can be nice, but there can also be assholes.
Nice.
Canadians are the same way, man. I've seen some asshole Canadians traveling.
Of course, everybody's an asshole, but the point is these guys. Okay, anyways, you know what? Let's move on.
Okay, move on.
So we go on to this whole holiday now. We have a good time, get bombed, bang broads, back to the bar, whatever, So now we're landing in Toronto. So we get back to Toronto 2-3 weeks later, 4 weeks later. Me and my buddy, we have to go do a drive. It was a Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock. And we're driving by the Queensway. And I go, hey, you want to stop, have a beer at the Hustle Lancaster on the Queensway? It's gone now. They destroyed it. They sold it, the building.
It's a condo now or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So he goes, fuck, we're going to get, I guess we're going to go get some, we'll call it chips.
Yeah.
So I go to him, I go, want to make a stop? He goes, I only got $10 on me. I go, fuck, I don't have anything, but we're going, right? So I go, you know what? I go, $10, it's 1 o'clock, we have to meet at 3, let's go in for a beer.
Sure, one beer,
$10.
$10.
$5 each, $5. No, back then they were $5.
No way.
$5.50, something
Holy
like that.
smokes, they're like $10 now. Like what, $8 plus a tip or something like that.
If you drink a Heineken, they're
12.
$10. A regular
Yeah.
beer is like $8. But anyways, they're $5. So we sit at the thing. The place is pretty deserted. So now we're sitting there. The waitress comes. We have $10. We ordered 2 beers. We're milking it just to kill that half an hour. There's this blonde on stage. So I'm looking at this girl, right? And I'm like, this broad looks very familiar, very familiar. Now I guess my voice is a little loud. I go, I fucking know this broad, man. I go, hey, buddy, man. Like, I don't want to say his name. I go, hey, Bobby, this broad, we know this broad, man. He's like, I don't know. All of a sudden, the broad's doing like that dog, like bending over doggy style kind of thing.
Oh yeah, and then you recognize her.
No. Okay,
okay.
shut the fuck up. She
Oh,
leans,
yeah, I remember that
she's
brown
bending
eye.
over. She bends over and she turns her head seductively. She goes, Venezuela. I go, motherfucker, it was the broad that we were in jail with.
No way.
Because she bends over and she turns her head and goes, Venezuela. And I'm like, oh my, I knew her.
Amazing.
A month later, we were just randomly stopped because we had $10 to kill an hour.
Incredible.
So she finishes her set. She comes right to us, gives us a hug. We start talking. Right away, the fucking whore waitress comes up to us. Would you like to buy the girl a drink? I'm like, oh, fuck. So I tell the broad straight up. I whisper in her ear, I go, listen, babe, we just came to kill time. We only have no money. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like an idiot, but I'm being honest. I can't even buy you a drink. She goes, don't worry about it. She had these long red boots on.
Yeah.
She goes, that guy over there in the corner gave me $500 to suck my boots. It's on me. So she sat down. We started drinking. She paid for it. She was paid for everything. She didn't give a shit, right?
Amazing.
So we're just getting hammered, drinking, talking, reminiscing. Now we're getting really like it's late and she's ready like to roll. Oh, remember back on the
So she called it a day and hung out with you guys there.
she hung out the whole fucking day and night. But anyways, remember on the lakeshore there was those old motels?
Oh yeah.
What were
The
they?
little motor inns as
Yeah. So we went and she grabbed the room. So me and my buddy are over there like fucking, okay, man, this is fucking getting better than better. Like this is like a porn movie.
Right.
$10 was just wasting time. A month later, I don't even know. I'm like, I know this broad. She bends over. She goes, Venezuela. I'm like, you fuck. And then the waitress comes and goes, buy me a drink. I'm like, I don't have any money. So I tell her, she goes, don't worry. It's on me. I got $500 from that guy. And back then, the $500 was like a $1,500 today.
Sure. Easy.
So, long story, we get bombed, go to the hotel. I really don't even remember what happened. That's how bombed we were. But we obviously did what we did.
Right. You relived the Venezuelan prison experience.
In the morning, we left. Never seen her ever again.
No way. I was going to ask if you'd been in touch with her.
I never even seen her. I don't even remember her name.
Shit.
Never bumped. And I used to go all the time back then. And I never bumped into her ever again. And that was the fucking craziest part of the Venezuela story is that we were in jail together talking. And then Toronto, a month later, randomly just stopped by because we were just going and we had to kill an hour. And she was there. And the rest turned out to the way I just said.
Well, here's a toast to Venezuela.
Fucking, that was one of those places were my favorite. I love
Yes.
that places. Those places, Colombia. I tell you about Colombia too, you fucking lose your mind. But Venezuela story, what do you think?
That sounds like a crazy ride, man. I'd never thought prison,
Jail,
jail. This is like an action movie right there.
jail, the beach.
Hanging out with the cops.
But I skipped remember we were there for 2 weeks. I skipped 8 days of what we did. Because you just picture it.
Oh, yeah.
We went mental.
You went mental, but at the same time, I mean, this is...
No, but
this
we
is-
went mental in a good way. Drink, everything. We had everything. We were like royalty because we went mental. But the thing is, getting back to Toronto and bumping into her was just like, you can't, it's like winning the lotto, man. Like, what are the odds of bumping into a girl and then you never see her ever again?
It's beautiful.
Anyways,
After you spit roaster.
we did everything. I just don't remember because that's how bomb we were. You know what, Reimer? Take us out. Tell us what to do.
All right, folks, thank you very much for listening to Blow Hard Talk Hard. These wild and crazy adventures we bring to you every week, and you continue listening to us, and we appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, review, tell your friends, and we'll see you again here next Friday.
Julian,
And Reimer.
we're out, folks. Have a great week.